6 decades of music and protest, and she shows no signs of slowing down. We are pleased to welcome folk singer and songwriter Judy Collins by phone. Judy, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure. I'm glad to be here.
We're so glad to have you. So, you perform this Monday, January 6th, at the Florida Theater here in Jacksonville. What can people expect when they see you here?
Singing some of my songs. I have a new album called Spellbound, and I'll be singing a song, Girl from Colorado, which seems to be hitting the charts and being played from the cloud all over. And then, of course, the classics like Both Sides Now, Someday Soon, and a couple of the songs that are famous from the 60s. I love singing Where Have All the Flowers Gone nowadays. It kind of brings up a lot of emotions for a lot of people. And I think that I'll be able to have a good time and sing some of the classics as well. You know, my dad was in the radio business for 30 years. He had a wonderful radio show, and he used to tell Mae West jokes and also sing things like I'll Be Seeing You. And lately I've been singing Danny Boy, and everybody joins me, and everybody seems to know these old classic songs. So I combine everything from Pete Seeger and Woody Guthrie to Judy Collins and Bob Dylan and Bing Crosby.
Wow. Your songs, I mean, the ones you're perhaps best known for include Both Sides Now and Send in the Clowns. And you are, you continue to perform them, but as you say, you are still making music. So what do you take inspiration from? What makes you want to write a new song these days?
Well, I'll tell you what inspires me: sitting down, turning off the telephone, shutting the door, and focusing for a couple of hours on the piano, which is where I write my songs. I have a friend who's a mystery writer, actually, and he says that being creative is like laying pipe. You have to go out and do it, whatever the weather, whatever's going on. I just put on my big fuzzy sheepskin coat. Bloody cold in New York right now. I don't know what the temperature is in Florida, but I hope it's much warmer than it is here. I'll be glad to get down there and shed my sheepskin coat. But I must say that, trying to write songs, sitting down and doing it is always inspiring, but it's also very frustrating. But I've done it for so long that I take that for granted. I started writing songs in 1966 because I was introduced to Leonard Cohen, who came to play me his songs so that I could record them. And I recorded Suzanne, and I sometimes sing that in concerts. It still is the most powerful song, and everybody seems to know the lyrics to it. I was the person that started out his career, but he started out my career as a songwriter because he said to me, I don't know why you're not writing your own songs. So I ran home and wrote a song called Since You've Asked, and I still play it once in a while.
It's amazing that sort of relationship that you had with him, how you each brought each other's careers to the fore, and it's really an extraordinary partnership. But so many people have learned from and been inspired by your music. I think of a 2008 tribute album that included voices including Joan Baez, of course, Leonard Cohen, Dolly Parton, and Rufus Wainwright. So just a wide range of people, of styles, and of ages of music that, are driven by the sound that you made famous.
Well, I was lucky to get that album together. It's called, what is it called? I forget. Born to the Breed. And I did have a good time with that, recording those songs with all those singers that I adore. And of course, the music business has changed so dramatically, and it's all about glitz and glamour and glory and big time, huge productions. And sometimes you miss the song itself. It gets lost in the drama and the costumes and the frivolity. But every once in a while, you pluck out a wonderful song that has been written and performed. And I've followed, of course, a number of artists whose writing is up to par. I think I love Sean Colvin. I love Ari Hest. He's a great writer. I've written an album with him that was nominated for a Grammy. So there's always something around, somebody around that's doing something that's beautiful and memorable and exciting. And I think that's important that level of songwriting continues.
Well, Judy Collins, she's performing at the Florida Theater on Monday, January 6th. There are tickets at floridatheater.com. Judy Collins, thank you so much for your time and all of your music.
You are so welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you. You as well.